And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for all year. The results of the Top Gear 2004 Motoring Survey.
Absolutely. Now, this is...
Oh, please.
I don't know what they are yet. This is the biggest survey of its type. Now, we can tell you how fast a car is and how it handles. The important thing is only you can tell us how satisfied you are with a car, what it's like to live with, and that's exactly what you've done.
And the most satisfying car on sale in Britain today, it scores top marks in pretty much everything, is the Honda S2000.
It is, I know. Well, Jeremy likes it. Well,
Jeremy loves it.
yeah, I mean, that's all well and good. OK, that's a success story. But let's look at the other end of the scale where the interesting stuff is. 142 cars, is it? 142
yes.
cars in the list. Who wants to know what was bottom? Which is the least satisfying car owned in this country today? Anybody want to hazard a guess? What do you think would come out? Ford Fiesta? What? Subarus don't break. They just go on forever and ever. Fiat Panda. There's none left. Oh, do you mean the new one? I don't think anybody knows yet. Shall I tell you? I'll tell you. It's a Mercedes M-Class. It's that. This is it. Here it is. You voted for this as the least satisfying car. Actually, for Mercedes, the whole thing was a bit of a disaster because they have 6 of their cars in the bottom third of the survey. And what you told us was it's not so much the cars, they're all right, they've got their problems. It's the dealers. You go in to have them fixed and you're let down, you don't get the service you want. So, Mercedes, you've been told.
Now, an interesting thing about the bottom 10 is that 7 of them are French. And this survey also shows us that 7 out of the 10 worst-smelling cars in Britain are French.
But I don't... What do you mean, smell? I don't get that.
No, it's because they don't wash.
No,
Cars.
but I mean, is this just what they smell like when they're new?
It's what the inside of the car smells like when they're new. And if it's French, frankly, it smells of merde.
I can tell you, if you actually look at the top, towards the top of the list, so we're being positive again, there are, what, 7 Japanese cars?
7 Japanese in the top.
Which is not a big surprise. 2 Skodas, again, perhaps not a surprise now. Anybody want to hazard a guess what the second-placed car, the second most satisfying car to own is? Hyundai. Whoa. And what? Lexus. Oh, God.
Good guess.
They don't break, but you wish they would. I can tell you, the second most satisfying car was the Jaguar XJ. I mean, that's not bad for Jag.
Ah, but is it? You see, because last year the XJ came first.
Yeah, yes.
Which means it's now twice as bad. Because it's second. But, in its favour, it has been voted Britain's best-smelling new car.